Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 3 previews and analysis with the game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns, which will be up in Minnesota. Both these teams are 0-2, coming into a situation where both need to win to certainly salvage their season. As far as Cleveland goes, look, Cleveland, some people loved the move, some people hated the move. Trading Trent Richardson to the Colts for a first-round pick in the next year's draft. And no matter what you think of the trade now, it's time for the Browns to move on. And I think it's a tough sell in that locker room when you trade away a guy like Trent Richardson to really convince these veterans like a DeQuell Jackson, a Joe Hayden, a Joe Thomas that, hey, look, we're in this thing to win now when you make a move like that. As far as replacing Trent Richardson goes in the immediate aftermath of this, whether it's Chris Obignaya, whether it's the rookie Rainey, or whether it's Willis McGahee who was brought in. Look, they're not going to – they had a tough time running the ball as it was, and now they have backs who aren't as good as the guy they just traded. So I think the running game is going to struggle now, even more than it did before. You have Jason Campbell at quarterback, Brandon Weeden with the hurt thumb. What do you get out of Jason Campbell? Who knows? Okay, Jason Campbell's a competent backup quarterback, but who knows how he meshes with this new look offense now with no Trent Richardson and how he's able to move the ball on the Vikings, who are also a very desperate team right now. How does this Vikings offense match up with what I think is a pretty good Browns defense? Only let up 14 points last week to the Ravens, and you have to think how much stress though can that Browns defense take, right? They're probably going to be on the field a lot. They're probably going to constantly be in a situation where the other team has a lot more plays than they do. Does their offense can at least put them in pretty good field position throughout a game? Those are the kinds of things that the Browns defense has to worry about. And I think those kind of things will be an issue here, certainly against the Vikings. The Vikings were a team last year that were 5-1 in games decided by 7 or fewer points. It was a big reason why they made the playoffs, and they're really looking to get on the right track as well after a 31-30 loss on the road to Chicago last week. They're going to be looking to get Adrian Peterson going early and often. Now, the Browns' rush defense has been pretty good here in the first 2 weeks against the Dolphins and certainly the Ravens last week. Are they able to stem the tide, keep Adrian Peterson from going crazy here at home? I think the Browns' only chance in this game is if they can really put a lot of pressure on Christian Ponder and make him have to beat them. But even with that said, I just like the overall talent on the Vikings a lot more than I like it on the Browns. The Browns are a rebuilding team. I mean, their front office told you that much this week. I have no idea what you're going to get out of Jason Campbell. I have no idea what you're going to get out of the running game, and I don't think their other skill position players are really that good. So if that's where I'm at with the Browns, I think the Vikings are certainly competent, and as long as they take care of the football, I like the Vikings minus 6.5 this week at home versus the Browns. Let me know what you think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I preview every game every week, and I recap every game every week. Thanks again for listening, and have a great night.